About 2 weeks ago, I asked ChatGPT to list some ways that we could make money online for free using ChatGPT. One of the suggestions, and ultimately voted on by the community, was actually answering questions on Reddit. In this video, I'm going to give you an update on how that's going and a new direction that I'm taking to use ChatGPT to help me make money online for free in 2023. So watch this entire video if you want to learn how to harness the power of ChatGPT and make money online. Hi, my name is Alston Godbolt with alstongodbolt.com. I create content to actually help you make money online and not just to put money into my own pockets. And if you want to be added to this globe, simply reply or comment down below with your city, state, province, country, and I'll get you pinned. All right, so basically what we're going to do today is we're just going to recap quickly my progress in trying to use ChatGPT to help me make $100 per day. As I mentioned, about 12 or 13 days ago at this point, I jumped on the computer, asked ChatGPT, what are some ways to make $100 per day? One of the ways that was listed was simply using Reddit, answering questions on Reddit. Now, if you don't know, Reddit is one of the largest websites in the world. It's a place that people go to ask and answer questions. Reddit is comprised of many communities called subreddits or subs. And so what you can do as a user of Reddit is you can go into these different subs and simply answer questions and potentially grow a following. I thought that was a pretty interesting idea as recommended by ChatGPT, so that's what we want to do. Now, as I started answering questions on Reddit, something happened almost instantly. I answered about 3 or 4 questions in one day, probably too quickly, and I got this message from Personal Finance. You've been permanently banned from participating in Personal Finance. You can still view and subscribe to Personal Finance, but you won't be able to post or comment. So basically what happened here is I probably answered questions too fast, and they realized, the moderators realized that the answers were computer generated. So a little step back. However, I saw this video by the affiliate marketing dude who suggested that we could actually use ChatGPT and Facebook. And so now we've got a new angle that I didn't even consider, but I think is really cool. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to reveal my new angle and how you could potentially start doing this too. Now, Facebook, as you know, is one of the largest websites in the world. It's a website that people use to search for answers and ask questions. Also, another benefit of Facebook is that it has a very high domain ranking. So basically what that means for anybody is that when content is posted on Facebook, it can catapult to the top of search engines or search results, and that could be a great way to build a following simply using ChatGPT. So let me give you an example of what I'm thinking of what we could do, and we could potentially make some money. So one thing that we can look at is I'm looking at a paid keyword research tool called Ahrefs. And within Ahrefs, you can check out the keywords that a website ranks for. All right, so as you can see, I'm on Ahrefs, and if we look at this on the left-hand side, now some of this is gonna have to be blurred out because there's some stuff that is simply not safe for work. But if we look at this, we can see that Facebook ranks for a lot of keywords. And what we can do is we can actually sort this by the first position. So we can take a look and see the keywords that Facebook actually ranks in the first spot for. And we can verify this information by copying the keyword and pasting it over into Google. And then we can see that the search results actually show up on the top result of Google. So for example, this one says wild roses tattoos. If we copy this, we can paste this right over into Google, and the top result should be Facebook. So if we look at this, instead of Facebook showing up in the top 4, the top 1, it's actually showing up in the 3rd or 4th spot, which is still really good. The benefit of using Facebook, again, is it has a high domain authority, a high domain ranking. So if we create content and put it on Facebook, we have the potential to rank on the first page, and we can get seen, we can get discovered, and potentially start making money. So the new direction that I'm taking with using ChatGPT to help me make $100 per day is simply to create blog posts on Facebook. Now, the other cool thing with using this method is that we don't need a website, although you should have one. We don't need a website. We don't really need to do all of that other stuff. We just need to create content. So let me give you an example of what I am doing. My niche or my idea is maybe centered around outdoor cooking, grilling, and smoking. One of my favorite things to do is to smoke meat. And so if I hop over to this keyword research tool, I searched how long to smoke. So that's the general keyword. And within that keyword, people are asking about their individual needs. For example, how long to smoke pork butt at 225? That's getting searched about 3,000, almost 4,000 times per month, and it has a relatively low keyword difficulty. How long to smoke pork shoulder at 225? Now, what I can do is I can simply ask ChatGPT these questions, and potentially we can use that to make money. Now, the first step is to identify keywords. You can see here that there are 641 keywords that are deemed as low competition. On Ahrefs, the keyword difficulty is a scale between 0 and 100. The closer to 100, the more difficult the keyword is. As you can see, all of these are less than 10, so it should be relatively easy to rank. For example, how long to smoke brisket at 225. So now that we have a list of keywords, and eventually we can try and compete for more competitive things, but now that we have a list of keywords, the next step is to copy the keyword and paste it right into ChatGPT. But before you just copy and paste stuff in, I recommend that you try and calibrate ChatGPT. For example, I have here, answer questions as an expert grill master. You are knowledgeable in smoking and grilling any and all outdoor meats. Now that we have that, I'm just going to paste in how long to smoke brisket at 225. Now that we have that, I'm going to say, write a blog post on how long to smoke brisket at 225. Before we do that, I do want to take a look at this keyword here, and I want to see about how many words the average blog post is. If we look at this, we can see that some of these are as low as 1,800 words or as high as 16,000 words, which seems pretty insane. So I'm just going to say, write a blog post on how long to smoke brisket at 225. I'm going to add in, write a 2,000 word blog post. Now, again, the cool thing about going this method is we are piggybacking off of the strength of Facebook. When I hit enter, the blog post is going to start writing. It's going to work itself out, and we can start thinking about the next part. The next part is monetizing. You have to put yourself in the customer's shoes. What would the customer potentially want or need in order to have a successful grilling season? Now, one of the things that pops up a lot is the internal temperature. For example, it says the internal temperature is 195 or should be between 195 and 203. If you are asking questions about how long to smoke, you might not have a thermometer. And so one thing that we could recommend, and it's very simple, are different thermometers. They've got thermometers that are connected to your iPhone. These thermometers range between 15 and 80 bucks. Now you might be thinking, hey, Austin, that's not a lot of money. But if you get the volume of people, let's say we get 500 people that click on our affiliate link per day, that turns out to being a pretty good amount of money, but that's just one opportunity. So one thing that we could do is we could recommend different thermometers. And the other cool thing with Amazon is that you actually earn a commission on everything that's in the cart at the time of purchase, but that's just one way. Another thing that we can do is we can go over to a website called OfferVault. And with OfferVault, you can find different CPA or cost per acquisition affiliate programs, and you can recommend them. As you can see here, these range anywhere between $2.80 and $33. Now, this does depend on the country, but this is another opportunity. You could simply earn $2.80 just for people that enter in their email to win a Genesis grill, which is a really expensive grill, but you can see that's another opportunity. Another option that we have is this website called meetyourmaker.com. This website will actually pay you a 7% commission. Now, if we look at this website, you can see they have all sorts of stuff: meat grinders, dehydrators, they have vacuum sealers. Now, if you're interested in cooking outdoor meat, you might be interested in a vacuum sealer. You might buy in bulk. Maybe you buy an entire cow and then you want to vacuum seal a portion of it, and you'll get paid a 7% commission. Oh, but there's more. We could actually be an affiliate for actual meat. Porter Road, for example, if we look at this, they will pay you a 8% commission. Now, if we look at the products that they have, you can purchase different types of meats. You can actually purchase subscriptions as well. In my opinion, I think this is a cool way to go. This is a better way to go because you don't have to worry necessarily about being banned from a subreddit. I think this is a really interesting idea, and it's literally, you're just going to come over to Ahrefs, you're going to find a keyword, you're going to plug that in to ChatGPT, make sure that you calibrate it first, and then you find different affiliate programs. Now, if you want to take this a step further, you could actually do email marketing. Now, the way that I would go about this is I would create maybe a checklist, because our focus is smoking meat at different temperatures. I'd create maybe a little checklist or cheat sheet that they could laminate with the length of time for different products, for different types of meat. For example, I'd have on there the temperature to smoke ribs and how long it would take. And then people that are interested in smoking have this nice little maybe pocket guide or cheat sheet or checklist that they could implement. It can make their cooking better. And then we could do email marketing on the back end, and we could potentially promote all of these different things. For again, if you are a big time smoker or griller, you might want to grind your own ground beef, or you might want to grind your own chicken, make your own sausages, all sorts of stuff. So I think this is a really cool idea. This is something that I'm excited about. I'll probably update you in a few weeks or so as I get more traffic. And it's really simple to do. The thing that's going to be most important is being consistent and making sure that this information is correct. You will, in my opinion, you will want to verify that the information that's being outputted is correct by ChatGPT, because you don't want to just throw stuff out there. And this could be a way to make money. So make sure that if you are interested in this type of content, like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, because I'll be updating you periodically on my success or failure with simply using ChatGPT and now Facebook. Watch this video next, because YouTube says it will help you grow your online business.